What's up, folks? This is DJ Lewis Love, and I wanted to make a video like this for a while, and I think what brought me over the top is this video by Lavonda Rocks. Now, she's a DJ, and she does a very good job giving DJing advice of how to get views, especially on Twitch. And I'm also on Twitch, by the way, and I got a semi-rant, not against her, because she does an amazing job. She has some great advice. And I feel like the way the structure is on Twitch, no matter what you do, you may or may not get views. It's a hit and miss, especially with the environment they've created. Now, I didn't know this stuff happened at Twitch. I was just, there's a lot of drama coming from that event. And I went through her video and I saw that Diplo, for some reason, opened up the DJ program section of it. And I'm like thinking, okay, listen, like DJs like me, and I know a lot of other ones that are on Twitch, can't get past 5 views, 10 maximum. I've been there for a couple of years, and the community is people I bring from YouTube. It's like maybe 1 or 2 new people, and thank God I've made some friends where I've been rated and stuff, but that's very few. And my biggest complaint, there's a lot, is why do I have to go into other people's channels and kiss their ass to become friends and be a fake friend to get views or get rated by them? You know what I mean? The way Twitch is set up, especially the DJ program, I don't know if anything else is like that. You kind of have to like go into other people's chat, even if you're not even into it, to kind of like build your channel and hope they rate you. And what I've seen is, I don't do that, man. I only talk to people I like, right? But what I've seen is there's a click, and which I did comment on her video here. There's only the click. There's a click of people that went to TwitchCon, and it seems like they invite a group, and it's this group, and that's the only group that gets views and stuff like that there. And that's just part of my rant. But what I did admire about her video, because she seems to be someone that has the insight on Twitch. I believe she says she knows the CEO or something like that. You guys go and watch the video. It's called TwitchCon 2025 Exposed. Wow, the DJ struggle is real. So I was shocked in a way that she was brutally honest with most of it, right? Diplo DJing. She didn't necessarily criticize this stuff like I'm doing it, but I like Diplo, but does he support the platform? Like, why didn't you have DJs on there like that have been supporting the platform? Maybe smaller ones. Sure, I don't know. Maybe people wouldn't show up. I don't know. New DJ ambassadors, and it's like the same people over and over again. They get all the views. And I'm going to tell you right now, you may be thinking that I'm just bitching about the views. Yeah, because it's not like we get paid for playing. I mean, they take a lot of money and revenue out of the DJs. So a way you could pay the DJs is by clout. And I'm being honest. Exposure, clout. It's a way to pay. It's payment in a way, right? But the way it's set up, you have to like fake befriend people is one way, and it's like the same person over and over in the top 10. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If you ain't showing skin, you're not getting views. All right. If you're not, showing some skin, it looks like you're not getting views. Sure, there's some exceptions to it. All right. And look, I don't even think half the DJs on there, the DJs that are, I think most DJs are not greedy. We want a few views at least, right? I think DJs would be very, very happy with views, real views, not bots. At least 50 people, right? 50 people, not 5. I see some people mostly guys that are really good DJs, and they DJ for 15 hours and with 4 people. They just love the music. They're not, you know, and I gotta say also, I see a lot of ladies. They're DJ. They're amazing DJs. They don't get the views because they're not showing skin. I don't know how that works, man. I really don't. I'm being honest. And if you want to complain about it and say I'm wrong, I know I'm not wrong. I've heard this over and over again. And I'm watching this from TwitchCon. It's like, and then there's the question, I think she alluded that they asked is like, well, if it wasn't for us, I guess they had a panel. And if it wasn't for us, where would you be streaming? Well, at this point, I could speak for myself and maybe 20 other DJs I've spoken to that do Twitch, that it's like, it feels like we're not streaming anywhere, honestly, even on Twitch, because there's no one on there. Like, and sure, there's LFG that's starting, and they say LFG was something I liked, but they got to get their stuff together, right? It's gonna take some time. It's not Amazon, at least I don't think so. I like their format, and I love Twitch. I love the way they look, the presentation they have, and everything, the look and everything. But their algorithm's weird, and I know they don't have an algorithm, but it's set up that if you're the person that gets views, you're gonna be the one getting views all the time. And I know a lot of people are like, well, look, if I go on Kick, which doesn't really have, I don't think they have a license to play music, or any other format, they have way less people. And I'm looking at Twitch DJ program. They have, let's say they have, for example, 10,000 people watching, right? Because you can see how many people are watching. They're like, this is the place to be, right? And they're DJing to 5 people. And they're like, this is the place. Twitch has 10,000 people watching. Yeah, but if you look at the top 10, there's 3 people sharing those 10,000 people, and the rest are getting nothing. And I'm saying, is it about money? Yeah, we want to get paid, at least for the electricity, some gear. We would love that. But a lot of us are happy. We love music, and we know that if there's people watching and there's people enjoying themselves, a lot of us will be happy and continue with that. I've taken a lot of Lavanda Rock's advice on getting views and stuff. It doesn't work. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I've seen people follow it to the T. I believe I've seen her stream. She doesn't get the views she deserves. There's a lot of people that don't get the views they deserve. And I'm looking at the top 10, and God forbid I go through the messages here because, I don't know, man. Looks bad. I mean, I wish there was I wish YouTube would just get their garbage together and, pay the artists. They could tell what we're playing. Pay the artist accordingly. Give them some money for the tracks we play. DJs want creators and music producers to get paid. I've never met one that doesn't, but we want the opportunity to play somewhere. And I think mostly we want exposure in the dream that we get a gig. But this thing right here is just, and look, let me get a little bit more into it. I'll say this. They're encouraging streamers to reach out to other streamers. That's cool. And then it's not. Because if you do a simple Google search or YouTube search, there's some crazy drama going on. Like crazy accusations and crazy drama going on with streamers. But the community is kind of like forcing us to, or at least the way to get successful is like you got to talk to other people. Sometimes a lot of people don't want to reach out to others because they don't know who to trust or not. And it creates problems, man. It just creates problems. Now, I'm I'm sure she would have been okay if I played her video, but I didn't because I want you all to check out her video. And she's got an amazing setup, great advice, great music, and I underestimated her because she does speak truth and stuff. I don't agree with 100% of what she said, but I don't know. If anyone's watching this that's on Twitch, I'm sure they don't give a shit. But if they do, I'd be surprised. We just want views, man. You know, 50 people. I see people that I could go on for days, man, because I've been doing this so frustrated. I see people that just started like 3 days ago, don't even know what music is, and they're getting 300 views, but you know, they're not, you judge, right? Meanwhile, the rest of us are getting 5. Call me bitter. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah. Anyways, maybe I get 5 views. 6 views. Follow me, DJ Lewis Love on Twitch. Talk to you later.